Hi friends, welcome to Code with Swiggy YouTube channel. So today we're going to discuss about Java. Okay, so this is the very first video about Java, and before we get into this video, if you are new to our channel and if you are not aware of what we have discussed till date, you don't need to worry. We always used to add all the videos links in the description so that you can go ahead and have a look on the topics which we have discussed earlier. Okay, fine. So we all know, right, Java is a high level language. So before we get into Java, first we will see what is the language which we had earlier. Okay, so initially we had assembly language, then later on they found COBOL, then after that we got Fortran, and after that we got C, C++, and then Java. Okay, so in this list all the languages which we have has its own merits and demerits. Okay, so that's the reason they came up with different languages to solve the problems which we had in the previous languages. So in this series of languages, so we going to discuss about Java. We all know, right, Java is a object oriented programming language. Okay, or we can say like Java is following object oriented programming paradigm. Okay, so what is meant by object oriented programming paradigm? If we need to say a language is a object oriented programming language, then the language should address all these things, like it has to talk about object, then it has to talk about class, then it has to talk about inheritance. Okay, then it has to talk about polymorphism. Okay, then it has to talk about abstraction, then final one is encapsulation. So if a language is dealing all those things, or if the language is dealing all the concepts, then that language will be called as object oriented programming language. Okay, so Java is following all those things. That's why we used to say Java is a object oriented programming language. Java is developed by Sun Microsystem. Okay, fine. And James Gosling headed the team to develop Java. Okay, and the first release of Java is in the year of 1995. Okay, fine. The next one will be Java is a open source software. Okay, and Java is a platform independent software. Okay, and Java is a hybrid language, or I can say like it has compiler and interpreter. So we will discuss about this compiler and interpreter in a different video. So we discussed, right, Java is a open source software. Fine. So what is meant by open source software? Okay, you don't need to get any license, okay, to use the software, or we can say free to use. Okay, that is, you don't need to pay anything. Okay, fine. And one more thing about open source software is you can easily view the source code of the software. Okay, so anyone can download the source code and they can implement anything into Java code, and they can submit it for review. Okay, say for example you are using Java for a long time, okay, and you have identified a problem with Java, and for that problem you have solution also. Then at this point of time, okay, you can go ahead and download the source code of Java. Then you can add your code into the source code. Then you can submit the code for review. Then the Java team will verify whatever the problem statement you have mentioned, whatever solution you have provided, all those things they will verify. Then if it's really worth to add, definitely they will add your code and they will publish it in a new version of Java. That is the beauty of the open source software. Okay, if anyone can access and anyone can add the code, right? So you will get very good forums to discuss about the language or software. Fine. So really Java is a open source software or not? How to check, or how to see the source code of the Java? Okay, all those things we will see in this video. In this next video we will discuss about platform independent. Okay, so to show all those things, currently we are in java.com. Now I am going to say download Java. So once you clicked on the download Java, here is a message for us that saying Oracle Technology Network License Agreement for Oracle Java SE is different from prior Oracle Java licenses. This license permit contain uses such as personal use and development use at no cost. Okay, so if you are using for your personal use and if you are using for the development purpose, then there is no cost. But if you are using it for a business, then you have to pay. Okay, that's what they are mentioning it here. Then you can go ahead and do the download and install, right? So already we have a video about how to download and install Java 19. Okay, so now it's clear that Java is a open source software. Fine. Okay, where we can see the Java source code. Okay, type github.com /openjdk. Then you will be landed into this page. Okay, here just if you want to see what you have inside the JDK, just go, and before that they have specified it as public, right? So it is publicly available. Whoever want to do the changes, then they can very well go to the repository and they can do their change and they can submit it for their review. Once they done with the review, and if the code, whatever suggestion, whatever solution you have provided is valid, then they will take it and then they will add that code into the master and they will publish that code in the next version of Java. I will show you another one place where you can see the Java source code. Okay, previous to Java 11 version, we used to see the source code in the installation itself. I have installed Java 1.8 to show the source file. Okay, previously I have installed Java 19 into my system, and recently I have installed Java 1.8 for this tutorial to show where we will get the source file. Okay, fine. I am getting to the JDK 1.8. Then you can see a file called src.zip, right? Okay, just copy this file wherever you want. You can just go ahead and paste it, then do extract. Okay, it will extract the file. The one thing is you can see this source.zip before Java 11 versions. Okay, fine. Now you have src, right? Just go to that src. Now inside of this src you have a package called Java. Okay, inside of Java you have a lang. Inside of lang you will get all the basic Java files which is necessary for the Java language. Okay, so here, say for example, you can see the boolean.java. Okay, see, so this is the real code. Okay, and if you want to see what is integer, then go ahead and see how they implemented integer. Then you can directly come and open this file and you can read this file. So you have a math, long, so all those things you can able to see it in this file. And if you see, the extension is .java, so it's not the bytecode. Just if you compile this program, then you will get a .class file that we already explained, but in the next upcoming video I will explain all those things clearly. So this is how you can see the source code of Java. Okay, so that's why we used to say Java is a open source software. I think now you have some idea about what is meant by open source, why we are calling a software as a open source software. Okay, so in that next video we will try to see why we are calling Java as a platform independent software. Okay, so we will discuss that in the next video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Keep supporting us.